These should be different saves. Yeah, okay. Just need to make sure, because I didn't want to play with my main save and be playing with, you know, all my stuff. But ladies and gentlemen, my name is Wesman2. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. We'll be playing some ASTRONNER today. I just gotta check, as always, to make sure everything's running fine. You're gonna experience some awesome frame rate drops, as my machine can't handle these landings very well. And we're about to land. Right next to a spaceship. Well, that's already interesting. So that's going to be fun. Let me just make sure we're streaming. Because a lot of the times, it won't come up. Let me just make sure. Yep, that's a stream. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Wesman2, playing some ASTRONNER. We have just landed in a planet of some kind. This one doesn't look... Oh, there's another spaceship like my other planet that I landed on, so I'm not exactly sure how this is gonna look or play. It's gonna be interesting nonetheless. Let me go ahead and turn some audio back up because I turned it pretty much all the way down. So we'll just turn some up. Actually, I'll just leave it because I just need to make sure we're not gonna go deaf together. Alright, so we'll jump out. I guess first things first, since we're this close to this spaceship, which usually has some pretty fun loot in it, we'll just go ahead and dig it out. So it has an organic, aluminum, copper, lithium, and a cool seat. So let's just grab it, and so there's some compound. So now if you haven't played this game, first of all, it's in pre-alpha, so I mean, it might be a little rough. Second of all, you're an astronaut in space. You're an astroneer, hence the title. And I guess the objective is to expand your base and to explore, and it's pretty much a sandbox, because I mean, you could do anything you want. There's just very limited right now of things you can do. So for instance, we need some resin to expand our little probes, our habitat's little arm, so that we actually can, I guess, grow more. So we're gonna go ahead and collect some compound, and compound's used pretty much to make all of the really basic level stuff. As you just saw that, I'm getting prompted to hit Q, which is our backpack, and look at that AI. It just pops right up. I actually, that's pretty nifty if you ask me, because of the fact that it just popped right up. But we're gonna go ahead, and you see down here on the bottom, you can change it to like a small solar panel. A beacon uses compound. If it doesn't use compound, you'll see that it automatically swaps out the components that are needed or not needed. And so if we go, we can make a solar panel, but we'll make some tethers right now, because you see this blue line? This is what's giving us our oxygen, and with this oxygen, that's what's needed to survive. Because I love this game. The UI is in my opinion immaculate, and so here's why. Once this blue bar, which is our oxygen, goes down, we actually start suffocating. So the neat thing about it is that we can see it's all live. It's not like in the corner, it's right on us. So if we go ahead and put down a tether, it extends our range so we can go explore it just a little bit more. And so that's the fun or neat thing about it. So we already have a seat. So now because this is pre-alpha, there's a trick with the seats where if you hit tab and click at the same time, you can pick up the seat and get in it, and then you just drive around in it. So let's see if we can get this cheat done. No, missed. Alright, click. Nope. Come on. It's easier in multiplayer for some reason, because me and one of my other friends were dorking around with it and getting it. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we're already in the... Let's not go too quick. So the neat thing is with this little trick, you don't take oxygen. Your oxygen doesn't go down until you get out of the seat. But then the problem is our tether line's way over there. So in my opinion, it's a fair risk reward right now. Is this even? No. All right. So luckily YouTube is being so much fun right now that, oh look, another seat in there. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's dig up. Or not dig up. Come on. We got to be quick about this because we don't have a tether and we can already see our tank. Alright, so let's get in here. This is where it gets kind of funky because the camera angles don't really agree with you and you can't zoom in. Oh, there we go. See? So, you know, it's one of those, like, do your best. There's usually goodies also in the spaceships, so it's usually good to go and explore. And right now, I'm not seeing anything. I don't want to get stuck in here. I mean, I could die. I mean, I guess. Nothing too bad about dying 4 feet from our base. Oh, okay. We have a way out in case we need to run back. And we're out of oxygen. And our... Oh, come on, camera. Don't do this to me. Alright. That's out. Okay. Well. No. There we... No. There we go. Okay. Quick super zoom back to the base. And plop. Hey, oxygen. And now it's daytime. So this neat thing about each planet, as you can see, it has a day and night cycle. And so if we go ahead and we make a small solar panel with the compound we just got, we can make a solar panel. And now look, look at this. It moves towards the direction of the sun, and which is the neatest thing to me. This game is so early access, yet it's a blast to play, and it's pretty neatly done as far as the character UIs. So we can't do anything with our lithium and or our organics or our copper. Well, I guess with our copper we can make what's called a work light. And so when you make it, it takes the other slot of our, I don't know what you want to call it, backpack slots, and allows us to now have like a 360-degree radius around us. So when we're in caves, which we'll go and explore, you'll definitely be able to tell or see what's going on. So we have a compound coming out our noses, apparently. We're looking for resin. That's the next thing, because we can't do anything until we get resin. So this is oxygen. So the neat thing about this crystallized oxygen is that it sits in a little cube on your backpack, and if your tethers break, it starts using that oxygen that you put in your backpack before taking it from your main tanks. And I just broke the line, so let's go ahead and put the line back. Now, if I'm not mistaken, yep, there is a crashed rover. I guess that's what it's supposed to look like, but it's over here. So we'll just go ahead and... Oh. So this is an unlimited air geyser, and these are cool too. You just go ahead and just start... Oh, there's resin! Man, we're finding everything like really quick. So resin's over there. That's what resin looks like. And then, but what we're doing right now is we're going to the super cool Mars rover landing pod, because it's usually filled with rare things, and we want to see what's in it. Alright. Sitting copper. Oh, and resin. There you go. And that's just going to go bounce away in the distance. Alright, again, sometimes I check the stream just to make sure all is well. So let me go ahead and just check real sec. Or 1 sec. That was real quick in 1 second. All in one. Alright, so I am casting in 720p. Alright. That's all I need to know. I'm back. It's okay. I guess another thing we need to do when we get the resin is this tree just remind me. If you can see the cube looking thing in it, it's what's called a research pod, and that's how you unlock more things in this game, is through the research aspect. So we'll go ahead and we'll collect the resin. We don't have many more bag spaces or many more bag slots, but we're doing our best with what we got. We're already full. But look at this neat trick with this. This stuff fits on your gun. And so if you need more back space, just put it on your gun, and it's all good, right? Other neat trick, in case for those who own this game or are not sure about this game, if you die, your inventory does stay on your dead body, and so you would have to do a corpse run to get it. But if it's on your gun, at least for right now, I mean, you can see the update version, or the version of this, it goes with you. The reason for that is there are gun modulations that let your, I don't know, your terraforming gun either, you know, have a wider circle, a narrow circle, you know, is more narrow as far as like width, or it levels it out so they don't fall off, because they don't, I guess the creators of the game didn't want you to have those pretty expensive modules fall off and you just be, you know, fresh out of luck, and you're like, well, that's great. But the neat trick for us, however, is if we were to die with the resin on our gun, the resin stays. So if you're out exploring, just a kind of pro tip, you know, MLG status over here, put your really rare ores like your lithium or your copper or your iron, even though you can't do anything with iron right now. Put it on your gun, and then it stays. So go ahead and put those off. Hey, research station. That's exactly what we want. But now we need compound. So sure enough, we're gonna go and get some compound. But luckily, we don't have to go nearly as far. It's just a simple throw. All right. Oh, no power. It's dark time. We don't have a generator. We don't have anything. It's really just what it is. Alright. So we'll go ahead and make a research station. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. I have a counter at the bottom that you can't see. It keeps fluctuating up and down. Just wanted to say hello to everyone. Hope you're having a blast. I'm gonna need to, I guess... Oh, YouTube. Very rarely do I stream with YouTube, because they're, at least right now, they're, I don't know what you want to call it. I think they call it their live HUD. It currently shows that I'm not even streaming, so if I was solely going off of that, I wouldn't be streaming. It would say offline. But luckily, I have another tab in incognito mode with YouTube in it, and it's showing that I'm streaming, so I don't know about that, but thanks, YouTube. So, back to this. Research pod, you research it, it needs power, you get unlocks, use unlocks to make cool things, run around the planet, leave the planet, go to other planets. So there is planet hopping in this game. We can't see them right now, but depending on which planet you're on, usually gives you an idea of where you are, because there's only 5 planets right now, but you can usually see them in the night sky. So you're like, oh, hey, look, there's, I think one's called Terran, which I think is the one we're on, although it looks a little different. There's Terran, there's Exotic, there's a Barren, a Tundra, and they all look a little different depending on the names. Obviously, like a Tundra looks blue, while Barren looks, is the moon on this planet, and it looks, you know, barren, and vice versa, but stuff like that. So let's get some more compound as you listen to me just chat around. It's dark time too, so I mean we can't do much other than share camp stories. You know, you should share camp stories with me, since, you know, that's what we're doing right now. Just go ahead and, I guess, in the comments, like, how would I even look at that? Because I'm looking from an incognito tab, so I mean, usually when you're not, you have this whole dashboard that shows you the live feed of what's going on in the chat, but talk to me. Let's let's figure it out together. If you know how to fix this, then talk to me in the comments. There's no guarantee I'll look at it because of the fact that I can't see the chat right now, but hey, you know, whatever. We'll both be figuring it out and struggling. So we're gonna wait for daytime. It looks like it's about to hit, because you can see kind of starting to get a little lighter, or maybe it's just me, but let me go ahead and let me see if I can find a chat for this so that we can have at least some form of conversation in case you're yelling at me. Please enjoy the scenery. How do you do this? How do you do this? Nope, that turned on the actual sound. But there's the chat. So I have some form of a chat up, so I actually can see what's going on here. Next on our objective list is we have some resin. We explored that one. We have, did I even look at this one? I don't remember. Let's see. So we'll put the resin down, put the compound down. You can throw stuff on the floor. It doesn't despawn as far as I'm aware. Although it will get blown away in a windstorm. There's windstorms in this game, and they're pretty scary because your character starts slowing down and these death rocks get thrown at you. So we're going to definitely hide when these death storms come. But let's go get the rest of that resin since daytime is about to break. Oh, that actually reminds me. if it's coming daytime. Let's make another solar panel, and let's go throw it on our base because we don't have a battery, but the solar panel is what will allow us to power up our research station right now, since we're in the really early games. So let's go ahead and just throw a solar panel up. It should, yep, and this should be getting power. And that is correct, it's just fairly slow. But hey, at least it's powering right now. So let's go grab the other resin so we can build a smelter or maybe a vehicle bay. That'd be neat. Get a little Mars rover running around on the bases of... This is supposed to be Earth, so I'm confused why... At least my understanding, this is supposed to be Earth. So I'm confused why we don't have oxygen on Earth anymore. But hey, what do I know? I just play the silly game. Alright, so there is no more resin in this hole. Let's go back to our tether line and... Compound? Let's pick up some compound since we're here. Because we'll make more and more tethers so we don't have to just run around and worry. As you can see, I don't like tethers. I hate them. I usually push the boundaries and get down to 50 or 20% oxygen before I make a mad dash back to them. I know they're supposed to be handy, but they're just so awkward to place and they take forever and I don't like it. But that's just me. As my guy, you can hear his breathing. There we go. Oh, that's right, we get power because it's daytime. Alright, we'll make some more as those are being mated. There we go. I guess I couldn't make anything while those were being made. We'll check for some more resin or compound, whichever. And 25% oxygen. So we'll put a tether there. And we're good. Alright. Resin? No? Alright. Well, we're going to leave the big hole there so that we forget about it and fall in it, I'm sure, when we go explore the next time. But it's daytime. Our research pod is probably nice and charged, or rather the station. Let's go ahead and run back and check to make sure that that's such. This is true. Let's research it. What's in the box? What's in the box? And the answer is... open 3-seat. What am I supposed to do with an open 3-seat? So, an open 3-seat is for the rover. You know, when you have multiple players. But it's pretty useless to single player when I need, you know... I could be using, you know, a large station or a large shuttle. I could be using... What else could I be needing? A medium battery, solar panel, because you can have bigger solar panels. All these things are... Whoops, I forgot I had an alarm. Wake up. I'm already up. Bigger solar panels, you know, produce more energy and stuff like that. But we're already, I guess, at 3 seats. And I'm out of tethers. This is why I hate them. I hate placing them. I hate making them. I just hate this game, okay? What's in the thing? Copper and compound. Alright, grab the pod from the tree. Steal the pod. Watch this. If there's another pod, I'll show you my mad dribbling skills. Let's see. Of course there isn't another one. That would make sense and be easy for us, right? Am I right? What game is this? This game is ASTRONNERS. That's why it's titled ASTRONNERS. At least the stream should be titled ASTRONNERS. It's on Steam. You can buy it now for $19.99. Pre-access, as it's pre-alpha 0.3.10201.0. But thanks for asking. What's in the box? Because it's probably going to be like extra large rover that, or the habitat, you know. We're getting all the pretty much useless, as of right now, researches. Because the habitat, it's what that thing I just... oh, if you can hear that, hopefully the sound... No, but you can definitely see that. That's a snowstorm or sandstorm. But the habitat is this thing, and usually you don't need them until until you go to another planet. So again, large 3-seater and a habitat aren't gonna help us at all. That's not even remotely helpful. The sandstorm's coming, the Gerudo sandstorm, and it's nighttime, so we're not getting power. Why am I so bad at this game? Wait, where's it going? I have never had that happen. Is it literally gonna pass us? Or is it gonna, you know, swing around and come eat us from the front of our pod? So those are the sandstorms I was talking about early in the game. They throw rocks at you and kill you, and they make you walk slow, but I don't think I've ever had a storm miss me before. That's neat. So this base is, maybe there's something to this base. Alright, let's go explore. It's nighttime, it's scary. So let's unload our backpack. We have quite a bit of copper early in this game because we just happened to find both of those, I guess, launch pads, launch pods. So we'll just throw all our resin. We'll keep a couple on us so that we can make more tethers. You know, my favorite thing. In fact, let's just make some tethers right now so we just get this out of the way. We're looking for research pods and trees, as I keep seeing them. So let's go find more research pods since it's nighttime. And hopefully not get items that aren't useful right now. For instance, a 3-seat and a habitat. This tree's too tall. Oh. This feels like when someone's taller than you and they're holding like candy above your head and you're like, no. So the other trees you couldn't knock down. Can you knock down these trees? Oh, well. Whoop-de-doo. That's how you do that. Timber! If a tree falls and you're here to cut it, does it make a sound? The answer is no. More research pods. Hey, look, there's a planet. I'm not lying. That's tundra. Unless we're on tundra, which is a possibility. But I don't think the game throws you in different planets. Because there's one planet, I don't remember what it's called right now, but it's a red planet, like Mars. But when you land and it's all deserty, there's giant spiked balls that run at you. And they kill you. And that would be very unfair for a brand new player to experience them. And it has windstorms, so not only are you getting rocks thrown at you that could potentially kill you, you have these giant spiked balls that are running at you. Well, I guess they're rolling at you, but still, the concept's still the same. Is that another one of these pods? I have never seen 3 of these pods back to back like this. Let's get efficiency here. I think the reason why I hate putting tethers down is I can't just not fix them so that they're most efficient. I will tinker with them until I get the most efficient line. Oh, we already opened it. Well, that was anticlimactic. Everyone use your peepers and peep in the trees and see if you can find research pods, like over here. Because that's our goal right now. That and to find caves, like we just did. So sweet. Alright. Yoink. So this game's been fun for the... I put quite a few hours in it. I mean, my other base is pretty large. I have a bunch of rovers and some solar panels and generators and mods and stuff, and it's pretty fun. Alright, so daytime is about to break yet again. We're on day 2 of this baloney, and we're gonna go ahead and research a pod in hopes that we're not getting useless items that will not help us. For instance, 3-seater a 3-seater. Oh, watch this. Hello. Yeah, there's a bunch of emotes. And then 3's hello, 4's uh-oh. Oh, I'm using that one a lot. Just be like, we're out of power. Yeah, oh well. It's not daytime yet, so let's go find some resin. Let's go tread through this barren wasteland and find stuff. This is fantastic. Oh, I sent my friend a funny meme and he liked it. Where, oh where, is the little resin gone? Look at that pro tether skill. I'm not even looking. Oh, I goofed. Resin. Where's resin? This is so much easier with a truck. Is that resin? No, it's organics. I ain't seen no resin. Which is going to be problematic because we can't expand without resin. This planet's supposed to be the early planet, so it's supposed to have like resin coming out of our ears as well as our nose with the compound. But so far, we have tons of compound, no resin, very little power, a bunch of useless items we can't even make yet because we need this 3D printer that, oh, I guess we can make it since we found so much copper. No, that button. Don't take it off. What's in the box? What's in the... Let me... On the box. No? Alright, well. Large rover. There we go. That's, you know, that's helpful. That's better than the other things, but we don't even have a vehicle base. So, again, having a large rover isn't gonna help us quite yet. Or until mid-game or late game or... You know what? Let's just look in the trees and find more stuff and cry like we usually do. More power, quicker power, smaller solar panels, more solar, talking's, you know, overrated. More small solar panels. There we go. That's increased by 20%. I have actually no idea how much it increased it by because I don't even know. Alright. What's in the concrete box? So you can get duplicates of these research pods and then it just gives you little like drill head. Really? Are we really gonna get everything that's really for late game? So in late game or mid game, you get a crane, right? So we don't even have the crane. We have the large rover, what you can put the crane on. Then you put the drill head on that crane, and then you go and use it to get the rarer materials like lithium, titanium, as they're in these like rock capsules that you can't dig through with your terrain gun. So the fact that we're getting a drill head this early on in the game and getting a habitat, which again, until we're ready to go and explore more, is useless, and getting an open 3-seat, which is for that large rover, for more people, but we don't have it. What is this game doing? I've never had this much bad luck. Usually... So what could we use right now? Trade platform that lets us trade materials for other goods would be nice. Bigger solar panel would be nice. Thank you. Thank you. The game finally listened to me. The RNG gods smiled upon us and said, you know what? I'll give you a solar panel just maybe because you'll shut up. The case is, I'm still going to complain. So I just saw an Easter egg up in the tree, or as my niece says, a Easter egg. And we're going to go ahead and grab this colorful looking fruit in hopes to get... No, let's just turn to its side. That just threw me off. Because you can find things on the floor. You'll just be walking around, you're like, that looks like a solar panel. You go pick it up. Oh, because it is a solar panel. Who put this here? You'll actually find other dead explorers, and it's pretty scary because you wonder, how did they die? What ended their fate? Probably dying of a lack of oxygen because you sneeze and you're out of oxygen. Also, the fall damage is ridiculous in this game. You fall off, watch. I wonder if this is enough to do damage. Maybe they changed it. Alright, they updated it a bit, but before the wind would blow, which it does in this game. Takes 6 points of damage to die. Medium wind turbine. Look, I'll take that. That's at least power generation. Alright, so we have 2 resin, I just realized, but we need just 1 more. The reason why we need 1 more is because we have to let this little... We hit the point, I guess. We pull at this module, right? And then it takes 2 to actually build something on it. So, time to go grab more chimichangas off the top of the trees and find resin, hopefully along the way. Or I could just end the stream and we just both pout together and just be angry. It's a possibility. Who knows? Alright, so we already got this funny looking one, which looks like a concrete cube. So we'll go ahead and pull it off just so we don't get confused. And then we'll grab this one, which looks new. Watch this. This is what I wanted to show you. Look at my mad dribbling skills. Because you can't pick them back up at the same time. And you usually need a rover to get more than one. But look, you just dribble. basketball skills, all my junior and club basketball skills are coming into play right here. 6-year-old Wes running around with basketballs, like I did. Shooting, making them threes. Not really. Our coach would yell at us because we were little. Okay, we don't want to research this one as we've already done it, but we don't have this one yet. So let me guess. It's going to be like medium battery, which requires lithium that we don't have. Or we have one, I guess, because of the nice spaceship. Okay, filters. I haven't gotten filters actually early on in this game, so I really don't know what they do, because in the late game, I guess they don't really help, because you just know what to do and what not to do. So filters, as you can tell, filter. Isn't that weird? I always thought so. But there are noxious gases that get shot from these plants that have nothing better to do but to shoot gas at you that kills you almost instantly. So those filters help filter against it, but not all of it. So you'll still take damage, but not as much damage. So maybe instead of getting 2-shotted or 1-shotted, you'll live to at least get 3-shotted. Speaking of those plants, they're usually in caves. So let's go run out of tethers and run in a cave. There's compound right here, so luckily, we can just run out of power. I forgot power management in this game. I'm used to my other base where I have solar panels and generators, so around the clock I have power. But this is not the case here, which we'll just have to wait. There we go. So that means that's done. That means this is done. So just put them over here. Level this out so we don't fall down it. There is train building in this game, although it's very expensive, like everything else in this game as far as management. Alright, no, these used to give off light, but they don't, so that's why I wanted to make sure I had another work light for YouTube and streaming, because it gets dark in this game, as you can tell, because if you run out of power, your lights just turn off. Alright, so I bet this cave's gonna be full of fuel, fuel used to have us walk away into, or rather fly into other planets, but not helpful because we need some resin. Oh look, I wasn't lying to you, was I? Because this is just the luck I'm having for this game right now. So there's the toxic plants, and the best part is their gases is target fire, which don't ask me how it knows to follow your target. Maybe it senses heat, but you just gotta kind of do these maneuvers until something happens and hope for the best and cry. But I was right. Look, here's some hydrazine, which is fuel. And as I was saying, that's kind of the luck we're having. Do we have a rocket ship yet? No. Can we leave this planet yet? No. Do we need fuel right now? You guys want to take a guess? The answer is yes. You're lying. No, I'm joking. We don't need fuel. I'll collect one. We don't need fuel. We needed our drill head and our large rover, although that one's kind of helpful, but it just takes aluminum. Our large rover and our, man, I swear I'm out of tethers every other second. Drill head and our habitat, it's pretty much right now useless this early on. It's good to have. We'll use it at some point, but we're looking for resin or copper, aluminum. All those are helpful right now, because that's what we need. But for all those joining, we are getting resin, at least trying to, so we can expand our base. We're getting compound, but the RNG gods, the random number generators, are giving us some really weird research pods, so that we can't get the stuff we need. We're getting more mid-game to late-game items that are not helpful, really, this early on. But what do I know? Alright, tethers it is. Fuel, I just want it off my backpack, so we have more space. We'll make 2 sets of tethers, so we'll never run out. It's not true. So we'll go ahead and keep going to the right, although the left looks something, and then there's middle, which looks like it goes further down. We're gonna go buy the toxic I don't know what you'd consider them. They're plants. Look, more fuel, everyone. Hey! Hey, look. Something that's not useless. Other than copper ore. That stuff's good. Hey, look, aluminum's in the background. That's even better. Yay, malachite is a stone, I thought. So why is it copper? Oh, well. We're going to collect all this copper. We're going to run back to the base. We're going to run into our habitat. We're going to cry, and then we're going to call it a day. Because that's how it's going to work. Call it a day. But feel free to join me tomorrow when we're having this fun. Right? Anyone else having this much fun? I'm just getting my butt handed to me in this game. Kind of like every game. Alright. Pick up the rest of this. Oh, it must be daytime because I just realized we're getting force-fed power via our solar panels. So this is one of the plants I'm talking about. This one doesn't right out shoot gas at you, but if you can work your camera, if you blow it up, it hisses at you like that, and it shoots gas. And so you can see the red around my bar. Apparently I was too close and I was in its range. And then it spews the gas that kills you pretty much instantly. That's not really fun. So watch out for those if you're playing this game. And I think we're all out of copper. Or aluminum. But this one fell down, meaning our inventory's full, so we'll just throw it right on our gun. Leave the fuel and I guess make a mental note of it next time. Check for more copper because I realized I didn't dig as deep as I did for the aluminum. And there was some. But I don't think that's going to help us. Hey, there we go. That should almost get us. Come on, one more. One more. There we go. It helps to look up. Okay, now comes the fun part. So we'll leave a set of tethers in here. So when we come back, we'll have extra just in case. Actually, I should leave them at the mouth of the cave. Because chances are that's where I'd be heading back. I think that's more copper in the back. Yay! This game doesn't hate me after all. It just kind of likes to mess with me. So, did we find resin? No. Did we find copper? Yes. Did we find fuel? Also a yes. Aluminum? Sure. Can we make the forge to smelt them? No. Why? Resin. You see my dilemma here? We depend very heavily on resin. The fact that we don't have any means we do not progress. For right now. There are workarounds, like the trade platform. You can get research stations or research pods that allow you to get resin. But we seem to be resinly scarce right now, which is not a good thing. Let me dig a hole so that when the sandstorms, the Darude sandstorms come, they don't blow all our copper away. I'm going to just keep pointing at it because apparently I can't pick it up. Alright, so we have lots and lots of compound. Okay, come on. I guess we have oxygen, more compound than anything else. Now we have fuel for that rocket ship we're going to build one day. We have aluminum. We have copper, or malachite. It's copper. We have tethers. We have a solar panel. We have this cube, which, let's see, maybe, here we go everyone. Will this give us the one resin we need to expand our base? Oh no, it's going to give us research. Alright, so it's going to be like, what, medium battery? No, small wind turbine. That one's actually not bad because that one, with a piece of aluminum, we actually can put on us. Hey, and there's a sandstorm. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Wesman2 playing some ASTRONNER. Thank you for stopping in and joining. Of course, this will be going on YouTube on my channel, Wesman2, so by all means, go check it out. Go ahead and join us tomorrow around the same time, about 12 Pacific Standard Time, but it's not Standard Time yet, so just PDT time. For more ASTRONNER, where we hopefully find resin, by all means, go ahead and subscribe so you can catch it. But if you miss it, it will be on YouTube. But until next time, guys, keep it real.